Hello class and professor. Today I'm going to talk about my last project, my final project, my database college. Right now you see open is Microsoft SQL Server, and you can see my database, which is college. And underneath college, you can see where I open up the tables, and you can see all my tables. We have a course table, course student table, department table, field of study table, instructor table, student table, student advisor table, student finance table, and student financial aid table. In a separate file, I added my SQL, but to show you my SQLs, which I saved, was you can see under that course ID, the department ID, instructor ID, duration, and college. But now, let me not get too far ahead because I started all backwards. Let me open up my ERD. Okay, we had to create an ERD, advanced ERD, and this is my advanced ERD and this is what my college database is based off of. You can basically see right here, instructor, and under instructor, they have a bunch of columns. They have an ID column, a department name column, headed by column, first name, last name, phone number, and email. And what I basically did, I took this ERD diagram and I imported it into MS SQL. But in the process, we also had to create an Excel spreadsheet to input the data into the MSL SQL database. So you can see I have student, and under student I have student ID, the first name, last name, address, city, state, zip code, phone number, emergency contact phone number. And each table have their own spreadsheet to represent their table. So we have a student, instructor, department, course student, field of study, student finances, student financial aid, and student supervisor. Student advisory, my bad. And basically what I did was I had to import this information, and you can see here, into MS SQL Server, Mammoth Studio. Then we also had to create a database in MySQL. Okay, let me get it open for you. So basically, you can see, let me log in. The same concept was done in Oracle MySQL. You can see here is my college database highlighted. And there is my table. Course student, department, field of study, instructor, student, student advisory, student finance, student financial aid. You can see when I open it, it gives you the information that's been imported from the Excel spreadsheet. So that was another aspect. We had to create two databases, one in MySQL and one in Microsoft SQL Server. Then we, like I said earlier, we had to create another table in Excel, Microsoft Excel, which show the same information but with data. So you can input in both Microsoft SQL and Microsoft and my Oracle MySQL. My bad. And last but not least, we had to create reports, tubular reports. So let me get that and show. Hold on 1 second. Let me log in. And you can see here on the left hand side, I have all three loaded. I have my local database from Microsoft SQL Server. I have my database from localhost from MySQL, and I have my database table from College Microsoft Excel. You can see when I click on each, when I click on SQL Server, you can see college. That's it right there. And these are tables that were created. When I click on MySQL, you can see college database. And this is the table that were created. And you can see Microsoft Excel. And these are the tables that were created. If I click on each one, you can see the information. And you're going to close. I'm just going to add one to the report to give you a point of view. This is coming from Excel. And matter of fact, let me start all over because so everybody can see how everything working, how each database go into this report. So hold on 1 second. Remove. So let's see a report being generated in Tubular. So first I'm going to go to college. And I'm going to start off with instructor. That's my instructor information at the bottom. Basically saying who, what, instructor ID, department name, headed by, first name, last name, phone number, email. Then I'm going to add a table from Microsoft SQL Server. And I'm going to use course. In the process, it's going to match up instructor ID to instructor ID. Click update. And there go the course information, course ID, department ID, instructor ID, duration. Then I want to take one from MySQL. We're going to take department. And going to match up department name to the department name in each database. Click close and say update. Basically, this is a whole process that we've been working on this whole last 7 weeks. And I'm glad that we got it accomplished. I really love this class. This class was fun. It taught me a lot. In the process, I was learning a lot. We also had to have to submit the SQL test file. So this is the one from MS SQL, and this is the one for MySQL. And make sure I cover everything. And I think I cover everything, class. And I think that should be it. Make sure we covered the Excel spreadsheet. We covered the ERD and Visual Prodigy. We cover the SQL database and Microsoft SQL Server Manager Studio. And we cover, last but not least, the database and MySQL work and the reports, tubular report. So this is it. Thank you and have a nice day. Look forward to seeing you again.